Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today we're going to be reviewing the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean Chronograph. The reference number is quite long, it's in the description below, but I'll go ahead and say it as well. It's 232.32.46.51.01.005. Okay, we'll be going over the price, dial, bezel, case, the crown along with the Chrono Pushers, the strap, the class of it, and the movement towards the end of the video. So specifically for the price, as of February 2017, the retail price, if you were to go to Omega retailer, you would be paying $8,100. At JazTime.com, you'll be paying as low as $6,700. Okay. Moving on to the dial now. For the dial, we have a nice black dial with the Seamaster name in orange. We only have one Arabic numeral, which is the 12 o'clock position, also indicated by the orange. Besides that, we have index markers for the rest of the hour markers with the date window located at the 6 o'clock position. On the left, we have a second sub-dial, which tracks the seconds. On the right, we have a 12-hour dial, which tracks a 12-hour cycle. The index markers and the hands, the arrow-tipped hands, are luminescent for up to 8 hours. They're coated with a super luminova. Besides that, we have the second hand centered here at the 12 o'clock position with an orange tip as well. Okay, moving on to the case. The case size is very large. And for the diameter, it's going to be 45.5 millimeters in diameter. That's from my index finger here to my thumb, so 45.5 millimeters in diameter. The thickness of it is where the attention starts. It's a very, very thick watch. The exact measurements is 19.2 millimeters of thickness. Comparing this to either the Sea Dweller or the Deep Sea. Those two watches, the thickness of those two watches are 17.7 millimeters thick. So this has almost 2 millimeters of thickness over that. But I do want to mention the fine details of the sides of the case. We have this very nice satin finish on the side, and it's kind of bordered along with this nice high polish along this side as well. Okay. Located here is a helium escape valve, similar to the Rolex's. The Rolex's is actually spring powered, and it will release helium via that spring when enough pressure is built in the watch. Whereas the Omega Seamaster Planet Oceans, all you have to do is just go ahead and unscrew it counterclockwise, and it will release the helium as so. And that's pretty much for divers, as this is a diver's watch. As they resurface up from the water, they use a special mixture of gas that contains helium, and the helium can get into the watch and actually pop out the crystal. And releasing that helium allows it for, obviously not for the sapphire crystal to pop out. Okay. On the other side of the case, we have our two Chrono Pushers with the Omega symbol located on a crown, and has a nice satin finish on this side as well with a bordering high polish. Okay. So for the specific functions, the Chrono Pushers, the top right, located at the 2 o'clock position, will start. That's additional seconds hand, as you see that start to move. Another press will stop it, and only when it's stopped will the bottom right Chrono Pusher, located at the 4 o'clock position, reset that to the 12 o'clock position. Okay, moving on to the crown now. Crown unwinds counterclockwise, and after its release, this is the hand winding position, in which you can wind the watch 20 to 30 times, no more, no less. A simple tug of the crown will allow for setting of the hour hand. As you can see here, quickly jumps to each hour, and a final tug will bring you to the hand setting position, in which you can wind both, or which you can set both hands bidirectionally. One thing I want to mention is that this does stop the second subdial and allows for precise time setting to an atomic clock, such as your iPhone or an online clock. You can set it to the exact seconds. Once the crown is nice and snug back against the case, the second subdial will start to move again, and this keeps this watch water resistance up to 600 meters or 2,000 feet. Okay. One thing I accidentally skipped over was the bezel. So the bezel is made out of a special material. It's a anthracite bezel, and it has a gradation, 60-minute gradation in silver. As you can see, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the 60 would be at the top. The bezel is unidirectional, and it doesn't move to the right, as you can see, only to the left. And this allows for tracking of elapsed time. Okay. So here we are. Moving on to the strap now. For the strap, it comes in two different straps. The first one being this rubber strap with this nice orange bordering. As you can see as I go around, very nice. And it's actually thicker towards the lugs, so it has a nice taper and fits very nicely on the wrist. Fits very nicely on the wrist when put on. Otherwise, you can also opt for the steel bracelet, but that comes at a higher price. Okay. For the clasp, very simple, just is a simple folding clasp with two safety buttons located at the top and bottom to release. There we are. We have the Omega name embossed onto the clasp blade there. Okay. For the back of the case, we have a exhibition case back. Also has a Planet Ocean name engraved on around the sides of that case back. And I believe the water resistance, oh yes, here it is. The water resistance is located here at the bottom on the side here. Once again, that's 600 meters or 2,000 feet. And within this exhibition case back, you can actually see the Omega movement, and it has a nice machine finished rhodium plated Geneva waves on the main plate, the rotor, and the bridge. As you can see, that kind of wave pattern. The movement is a in-house movement. It's a caliber 9300 movement. It's a self-winding chronograph movement with a column wheel mechanism, co-axial escapement, which Omega is known for. It has a silicone balance spring on free sprung balance, 2 barrels mounted in series, automatic winding in both directions, and a power reserve of 60 hours. So you can put this down on a Friday evening, pick it up on a Monday morning, and it'll still be keeping time fine. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you this watch on my wrist now. Okay. Surprisingly, even though it's bigger than the Deep Sea and the Sea Dweller, as you can see from that thickness, very high off my wrist, it's actually a very comfortable watch. The lugs are a little bit smaller, and like I said, that tapering really hugs the wrist very nicely. So here's the watch in the frontal view on my wrist. Okay, so if you're interested in purchasing this model or any other model for the lowest possible price, check out our website at JazTime.com. That's JazTime.com. Where the lowest price is guaranteed, we offer free shipping and a 1-year warranty. If you liked the video, check out more on our YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe below, and have a nice day, and hope to see you soon.